Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and those of you who are new, I welcome you. This week I decided to do a tutorial on how to do necklaces using Inkscape. Those of you who do not know what Inkscape is, I put information on that in the description below. Don't worry, it is absolutely free. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a necklace starting from a mesh. So we're going to be making it from scratch. With that in mind, let's go ahead and dive right into this tutorial. So this is the mesh I'm going to be using for this tutorial. Oh, there's my aperture. Alright, going to go ahead and drive from this. And waiting for my create screen to pop up. It's taking a minute. And I'm going to go up here and save this image because this is going to be the mesh image that we're going to be drawing on top of. I'm going to go over here to Inkscape and open that image up. And navigate through your folders and go ahead and bring that shit up. Alright, and now we're going to come over here and make a layer, and we're going to cut this and then paste it on that layer, because if you don't, this shit's just going to be floating in midair and no one wants that shit. So we're going to go ahead and fix that right away. I'm going to add another layer and I'll name it outline, because this is where I'm going to be putting the actual template. And FYI, yes, we're going to have to start with the template, those of you who've never done any developing before or have never done any accessories before. This is actually the hardest part of the whole thing, in my own opinion. And I'm setting down some outlines to help navigate the actual outline of the whole rope part of the necklace. That's what I'm doing now. I like the rope look, so I want to make some kind of rope necklace here, and need to adjust these nods and make it look like it's hanging around the avatar's neck. You're going to have to use your imagination just a little bit. Imagine that your avatar's head is like poking out of that little hole that they made for you. Now, you can't use a perfect circle, unfortunately, for most of these meshes. It really just depends upon the mesh that you use. All the meshes are different and verify. This one, for example, uses 96 pixels per inch. That's the maximum it can handle. If you try to do 300, it's not going to do well. I'm not quite sure if there are any necklace meshes out there that can handle 300. I hope so, but unfortunately I have not found any. So if anyone has found any out there, please share, post it below, comment, something. Help a bitch out, because I can't find one. But so far this has been one of the best meshes for necklaces that you're just making from scratch, as far as I've found. That is still active anyway. I'm sure there are plenty of disabled meshes about like this one that are you just can't work with anymore, because Imvu has retired a lot of old items in the catalog for some reason. And I'm going to go ahead and make a blacked out layer, because for templates to work you must use white on black. White being your object and black being the deleted areas of the spots in the mesh. And that's what I'm doing right here. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and export this and save it so I can preview it in the previewer to see exactly how good this is going to look before moving on to the next step. Because there are a couple of steps to making these, and the first and obvious one is to make the chain or rope or what have you part of the necklace. Now I want to go ahead and start making the pendant. Start out with a diamond, because most of the time my circle tool on here does not want to cooperate. My computer is not the best, and I have to restart most of the time to get some features of this program to work, but I don't have time for that. So if you ever find yourself having a little issue with the damn little circle tool, this is an easy go around. Just start with the diamond and round out all the edges. So now I want to go ahead and start making the little chains that lead down to the pendant. I'm making a very different kind of chain, I guess. I'm going to round out the edges. And I'm going to round out both sides on this because this is going to be very small. So I'm not gonna have to do too terribly much to this chain because it is going to be tiny. I'm going to click on those two, copy it, and paste it up. And now I'm going to start making the chains that are in between these ones that you see right here. I'm envisioning that there is a chain in between these holding them together, like how they're actually supposed to look, without actually having to draw out all these extra shapes and nonsense. So I need to make sure that all of these are the same color and are as white as they could possibly go, because that's how it works for some odd reason. And I'm going to try to make a little section at the top to kind of envision a little spots where the chain is coming up into the necklace and hanging on right in that little area. I gotta put that on a layer. Alright, got that back on the outline. Sometimes when you draw, your objects will, like, I don't know, will just decide to go rogue and run away and you have to retrieve them. So sometimes you have to cut and click on the layer and paste it back in and force that little bastard to come back. That's what I just had to do there. Looks like I gotta adjust this a little more on both sides because that chain's a little fatter than I was anticipating. Even though it's right in front of me and I could have just measured, but I didn't. And I'm going to zoom out of this and look at it from a distance. And so far, I feel pretty happy about this. I feel confident that this will look okay. Not too terribly bad. Might be a little too small. But you know what? I like it. And I'm going to go ahead and try this shit. And hopefully it will work out. And I'm going to select a model to put here because clearly, as you can see here, the default avatar is just terribly large and very bulky and just doesn't match what's going on with Imvu right now. So yeah, you should always like change that and double check everything, which I didn't do when I put that first rope on, but you know what? I think that's okay. I am wearing too many damn necklaces as it is, and that came out small. Well, alright, so far I feel pretty good about this, and we're about to start my favorite part of designing, which is the recoloring and editing and all the fancy shit that comes with it, or whatever art program that you are currently using. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite part. I'm just going to go ahead and just recolor these objects. That's the cool part about vector fucking objects, is that you can just change the color and you don't have to worry about filling in any unnecessary like white extra shit around the lines and stuff like with traditional art programs. Get rid of all those headaches. Be gone. I'm going to adjust the charm and make that a dark gray. Going to put a heart in the middle of this pendant to kind of compensate for that darkness. Don't diss the darkness. There can be love in there somewhere. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Adjust those edges just a tad bit more until you're satisfied. It's pretty much the whole trick to making any unique like objects like a heart or whatsoever, is just keep adjusting until you're happy. I mean, that's kind of what I do. Improvise everything. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't advise improvising. That's just what I do because I'm lazy. Going to move this heart down a little bit more. Going to center this heart in these little circles, and I'm going to put some kind of text up here. Compensate for that darkness a little bit more. Go put love here. let's just put this here. And I'm going to go through my little text up here. Cool trick to this is to click on your text and then go back to the text tool and go up here in the text box and just keep clicking the down button and it will automatically preview the different kind of fonts there. It's a cool little trick if you didn't know that. And make a little highlight up here on the heart. Can make it look like it's all shiny and stuff. You give it a little bit of an illusion that it's made out of some kind of other material, which it's probably not. Who's gonna know? Make the highlight towards the bottom. We'll make it kind of a circle because the pendant itself is a circle, so I'm gonna kind of make the highlight match a little bit. And I feel the top needs one, so I'm putting one up here also. I want to make it just like I did with the bottom. Half circle there, not even half, not even a circle, but it works. And I am happy with this so far. But I also feel that the rope itself could use a little bit of a highlight there. You really got to use a lot of imagination for your highlights, because if you ever like just randomly browse through the chat rooms for no reason, you know that the runes could vary from literally anything. So you just gotta use your imagination. Like I've seen light sources literally just float in midair on that game. Like nothing makes sense, but it's okay. You don't have to. I feel like this needs to be a slightly bit longer, so I'm gonna adjust that a little bit more. And no, okay, I had it backwards. That's what was wrong. I knew something looked weird. I had both of these backwards. Okay, that is now fixed. I was wondering what the heck was going on here. Either I was going crazy or the program just hates me. And I'm going to go up here and navigate to wherever the heck you put that artwork. I'm going to apply this crap and see what it looks like. And it's looking so pretty, but it is so fucking tiny. I knew that would happen. But I could go back and resize it, but I'm not going to because I'm happy with this. I like simple, and I am also, again, extremely lazy.